Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're rolling up our sleeves and deconstructing the elegant science behind a naturally creamy morning staple, Hononoi Kitchen's high-protein raspberry oat pudding. Now, we aren't just looking at how to toss this together. We're breaking down exactly why it works on a biological level. Because when we look at the science-backed properties of these ingredients, we really start to understand how to optimally fuel our bodies for the day ahead.
Picture this. You've got warm, golden sunlight streaming through your kitchen window, and sitting right there on the counter is a beautifully decorated jar of breakfast pudding. Maybe a steaming cup of herbal tea right beside it. Feels pretty indulgent, doesn't it? But as this quote reminds us, healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated. Simple, whole ingredients can create meals that are both nourishing and absolutely delicious. This isn't just about aesthetics, though it looks amazing. It's scientifically designed to keep you satisfied for hours. Simple, whole ingredients can fundamentally transform your morning routine when you actually understand how they work together.
Let's take a look at our carefully curated palette of ingredients. We're talking 85 grams of rolled oats, 260 milliliters of almond milk, 200 grams of Greek yogurt or Skyr, 2 tablespoons of protein powder, 200 grams of frozen raspberries, a handful of almonds, and just 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. Now, I want to emphasize that every single item in this lineup serves a very specific, vital purpose. There's literally zero filler here. They are perfectly balanced for busy mornings or easy meal prep, giving you a precise mix of macronutrients to set you up for success.
Okay, let's dive into this with Section 1, the science of oats and fueling your day with complex carbohydrates. So oats are genuinely one of the healthiest whole grains we can get our hands on. And why is that? Well, they provide complex carbohydrates that release energy gradually into your bloodstream. This is an absolute game changer because it helps maintain stable blood sugar levels, which means you totally bypass that dreaded mid-morning crash. But the really fascinating biological benefit here is beta-glucan. It's a specific type of soluble fiber naturally abundant in oats, and it's a total powerhouse. It actively supports your heart health while physically contributing to a longer-lasting feeling of fullness. It basically turns your breakfast into a slow-release energy machine. Real quick, before we move on, there's a super important safety note we need to touch on. Even though oats are naturally gluten-free in their biological makeup, they're often processed in facilities that handle wheat. So if you're managing celiac disease or severe gluten sensitivity, it is absolutely essential to deliberately choose certified gluten-free oats. You definitely want to avoid any risk of cross-contamination there.
Moving right along to Section 2, protein and creamy texture. We're looking at the power of Greek yogurt and protein powder.
Greek yogurt, or Skyr if that's more your jam, paired with protein powder is the real secret to making this breakfast exceptionally satisfying. First off, the protein provides vital support for muscle maintenance, but honestly, just as importantly, it works in perfect synergy with the fiber from those oats to prolong satiety. It's literally working to keep you full until your next meal. Plus, the Greek yogurt brings in essential calcium, and on a purely culinary level, this combo is the magic trick for creating that incredibly creamy, soft texture. It honestly makes the pudding feel way more like a rich dessert than a functional breakfast.
Which brings us to Section 3, the antioxidant power of raspberries, vibrant colors, and deep nutrition.
Now, what's really interesting about this is figuring out where that beautiful burst of red actually comes from. Raspberries are absolutely packed with dietary fiber and vitamin C, sure, but they also contain naturally occurring polyphenols called anthocyanins. These are incredible plant compounds that don't just give raspberries their gorgeous vibrant color, they are also responsible for vital antioxidant activity in your body. So you aren't just eating a pretty berry, you're taking in powerful biological compounds that actively help protect your cells. Pretty amazing, right?
Now, you might be wondering about the fact that we specifically called for frozen raspberries earlier. Is fresh better? Well, it's actually a super common misconception that freezing destroys nutrients. The reality is, frozen berries are typically harvested at their absolute peak ripeness and then flash frozen immediately. And that process literally locks in all those anthocyanins, the vitamin C, and the fiber. So in most cases, this makes frozen raspberries just as nutritionally potent, if not more reliable, than fresh ones that might have spent days in transit. Plus, as a bonus, they break down beautifully when blended to flavor our pudding.
Next up is Section 4, healthy fats and fiber, featuring the crunch of almonds and chia. This perfectly illustrates how combining different plant sources maximizes our overall nutritional intake. On one side of the equation, almonds provide healthy unsaturated fats, vitamin E, and magnesium. On the other side, chia seeds step up to deliver intense fiber, a nice bump of plant protein, and those absolutely crucial omega-3 fatty acids. This elegant pairing doesn't just give us a wonderful crunch and mouthfeel, it comprehensively rounds out the macronutrient profile. It ensures your brain and body are getting the essential healthy fats they actually need to fire on all cylinders.
All right, Section 5, blending and final serving, crafting the perfect consistency.
The actual process here is wonderfully simple, but understanding how to manipulate it is what gives you total control. Step 1, you literally just add everything into a blender, or grab a stick mixer, and blend it all up until it forms a perfectly smooth cream. Step 2 is where you get to customize. If you're a fan of a thinner consistency, just splash in a bit more almond milk. But if you want a true, thick pudding texture, just pop it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. This gives the chia seeds and those oat beta-glucans time to absorb the liquid and swell up. And finally, Step 3. This recipe yields one generous serving that you can stash in the fridge for up to 2 days. That makes it an absolutely stellar option for meal prepping. Okay, so once you've poured it into a nice glass jar, we can add a few luxurious finishing touches just to elevate the whole presentation. We're talking maybe a few fresh raspberries on top, a sprinkle of chocolate chips, or even a light dusting of cocoa powder. These little additions don't derail the science-backed nutrition we just built at all. They just enhance the sensory experience, They make the act of eating something so healthy feel like an absolute treat.
And this brings us perfectly to the core philosophy behind Hononoi Kitchen's approach. Eat smart, cook healthy, understand the science. Because when we actually understand the nutritional science, when we know exactly why the beta-glucan matters, what those anthocyanins are doing, and how the protein and fiber are working together to keep us full, it empowers us. It takes all the guesswork out of the kitchen. We can effortlessly create nourishing, delicious meals because we aren't just blindly following a recipe. We're utilizing biological principles to our advantage.
So, I want to leave you with a question to ponder today. How will you use the science of whole ingredients to transform your next meal prep? Are you going to focus on the steady energy release of complex carbs? Or maybe lean into the powerful antioxidants found in vibrant colors? The science is right there, just waiting for you to use it. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer today. Now go out, enjoy some beautiful morning sunshine, and I cannot wait to explore our next fascinating topic with you.